It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a guy who went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Was it Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he called it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Juke. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To the left side, into the hands of Odunze. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3rd and 8. To throw, Williams. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
Well, there's a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, 1st down. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
From talking with defensive backs and their coaches over the years, they hate to see 4 guys in a route like this because the safeties are often occupied. It creates indecision. They're unsure about who goes with who. And the quarterback, he just reads the most vulnerable safety and takes advantage of it for a big play here.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Second down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Very good.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Very set.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
To the air, Williams. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
This second and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Williams. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, first and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in his first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 34 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
To throw, it's Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Luther Burden with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Hurts. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no acting.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Fights forward at the 20. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Looking to throw is Williams. And pass complete to Moore. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
And they'll try to run the option here. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Williams will get this out wide to Odunze. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. The 31-yard line.
On play action, here's Williams. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Williams going to look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And Walker with it over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
In motion, the tight end. They'll try and run here with Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Swift is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Five lines in the game, 4 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Colston Loveland from 4 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Don't touch that.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, we seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard
Hey,
line.
73. Crowd left Yeti. Don't touch.
Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Throwing is Hurts. Well, that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Again, he'll drop the throw. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
A first down carry for Barkley. Try. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 yards to go, second down. From the gun, here's Williams. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Williams from the gun on third down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He's going to get it again. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
180, 180.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And what a nice example there. The tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll drop the throw. Inside the 30. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drop. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. DeAndre Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Santos with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
37-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run. Sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. 4
yards on
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, He ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Great.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Jahan Dotson, 28 yards. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
Powerful running. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
To throw, it's Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Past the 20. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 137 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead now 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Escaping the pressure right. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. More the motion man. To throw, Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore, 41 yards. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Bears 35.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That's good for an
This
Eagle.
offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Play action. Here's Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 53 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, They've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The offense on third down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his man. That's a Dunze. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze, 52 yards. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And down right near the 25. Able to break through that initial contact. Got him some extra yardage.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Great.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember, when their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. He's got the connection to Moore. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's got the open man. Burden with it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Bears.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Pass caught right side by Loveland. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Here's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Chicago.
Throwing is Williams. His throw caught at about the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Caleb Williams. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. 56. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Gets past one man. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The catch and run there, good for 16 a first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
For that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second down and 3. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 3rd and 7.
Great. Step. Anyway, round up, Yeti. 73. Go Silver, ready?
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. They'll look to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Back to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Williams going to throw for it. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, 60. Hey, 73. Yeti.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. Pass complete. Goddard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Hey! 73!
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And they will get another 1st down here up near midfield. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This is first and 10.
No touch, set. Hey, let's go. Trim. No touch.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that one too wide and incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They'll come up now on second down.
Great.
They'll set up to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now Hurts changing up the play.
Going silver, ready? Bang! Hey, easy, 63, bang! Hey, 73. Tiger swamp. Yeti. Crowd left Yeti.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up first and 10 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this